This is your last chance and final warning about Avalanche taking over the blockchain space, possibly reaching the top 10 of crypto. And I'm going to break down a quick video of all the crazy news that's been going on in the Avalanche world. And I wanted to say that I'm also a tier 1 member of the Avalanche community. Definitely am working with Avalanche as well. So just a full disclosure there. But without further ado, let's just dive right into the video. Let's just dive into the video. We have Avalanche at Gamescom, one of the largest gaming events in the entire world, and they had one of the largest booths there. At least it looks like one of the largest booths in my opinion. And you can see front and center the Avalanche logo right there. And then not only that, you had Mongrel, like this clip went wild. It was on Dexerto, Jake Lucky tweeted it, but it was basically him playing Fortnite like a wild man, just like moving his fingers around like wild. Looks like he's a DJ almost. But anyways, that was pretty cool. He was wearing an open sea shirt and all that good stuff, and he was at the Avalanche booth. I thought that was really dope that they went viral. They were at the Avalanche booth at Gamescom. But with that said, let's move over to some other news. Avalanche C-chain throughput is up 30%. This is like their base layer, the settlement layer essentially on Avalanche, and it's 30% increase after validators raise gas targets with the Octane upgrade. So their main layer is getting better and better, which is pretty dope to see. They passed, it looks like 1.7 million transactions in a day. And I actually think this hit 2 million transactions. This was actually several days ago, but I just wanted to showcase transactions and stablecoin inflows on Avalanche have been absolutely going wild as well, surpassing Solana in the 24-hour, inflows of stablecoins, which I thought was pretty dope. You saw US state-backed digital dollar is now live on Avalanche from Wyoming. Wyoming is the very first state to have their stablecoin, and Avalanche is one of the blockchains that it's going to be live on, and the token's FRNT. So I thought that was a huge piece of history that I think is pretty dope. We know USDC is doing a lot on Avalanche, including the Euro token. So EURC, the leading Euro stablecoin, can now natively be transferred between AVAX and a few other blockchains powered by Wormhole. That's pretty dope. Again, stablecoin domination happening on Avalanche, being included in some of the top blockchains like a lot lately. I mean, the past month, you can see Avalanche being included in those names on a day in and day out basis. We'll get to more of that in just a minute. Stablecoins in Japan just moved from theory to reality. Dansen and SMBC Group are teaming up with Avalanche to explore new services for payment and settlement nationwide. SMBC Group is one of the mega banks of Japan. There's like 3 of them, and they're one of them. And basically went into this document and had ChatGPT translate this. But it says Dansan processes payments at more than 65,000 convenience stores and retail locations nationwide in Japan. SMBC is one of Japan's top 3 mega banks. Together, they bring scale and trust to stablecoin adoption. And this document is what I had translated. And basically, it says here they're exploring use cases across financial institutions, B2C and B2B sectors, from issuance to settlement and operation. A goal is to move beyond pilot tests toward long-term commercialization. Densan is a pioneer in payment services, including account transfers and convenient store payments, operating infrastructure for 65K plus stores, aims to build next gen stablecoin based payment systems. So this is wild, right? And the role of SMBC sees collaboration with Densan and AVAX as a way to advance Japan's financial infrastructure. And more Japan news we'll get into right here is Toyota adding basically a pilot test as well. So they're going to have multiple layer ones is what it looks like from this document. There's a layer 1 around a security token network, a layer 1 around a mobility orchestration network, and a layer 1 around utility network, and another layer 1 around stablecoin network. And again, this is talking about Toyota. This is a big deal. This is nothing small. Like, we're talking about 65,000 plus stores in Toyota. And what we're going to move into in a second right here is Japan's yen-backed stablecoin gets the regulatory green light and is set to launch on Avalanche as well, including some other blockchains, again, included with some of the top blockchains in the entire crypto space. Now, I don't see that many blockchains out there doing this, and it's just these small handful of blockchains. This is why I think Avalanche could have potential to be a top 10 blockchain by the end of the year. Again, so that is all the kind of latest news around what's going on with Avalanche. I talked about this in a previous post as well. A lot of the other crazy stuff happening on Avalanche. including there's RWAs is about to hit an all-time high on Avalanche. As we know, that's going to be one of the major catalysts in this bull cycle. And then we have Grayscale. They filed an S1 with the SEC to basically convert the Avalanche Trust into an Avalanche ETF. So another gateway for more flows of money to come in to Avalanche. So we know that Visa, they're using Avalanche as well, integrated Avalanche to their settlement layer. So we're starting to see not only American markets, but Japan, like the #4 GDP country in the world, really dive headfirst into Avalanche. And here's a post I did a few days ago about kind of all this, the synopsis of everything going on. Transactions up like 160%. DEX volumes are record highs. Gaming hits like Off the Grid and Skybridge adding those $300 million funds. There's another fund doing 250 million of RWAs. And City and Wisdom Tree RWA tokenization. So we're starting to see banks. We know a lot of banks already on Avalanche doing pilots and doing all kinds of stuff on Avalanche as well. So here's just a lot of news around the ecosystem. And of course, there's some other things that I tweet. So you want to make sure you follow me over there on X and as well as coinmarketcap.com. I actually got a community page on coinmarketcap.com while I'm doing a little giveaway over there. It's the same handle as my name right here over there on CoinMarketCap. It's one of the most visited websites in all of crypto. You definitely want to check them out. But without further ado, that's all I got for this video. Let me know what you think about all of this wild news. But that's all I got for this one. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like, notification, and subscribe so you don't miss a video like this. And without further ado, that's all I got for this video. Be like an NFT, be authentic, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.